and good night to some of you. This is a very special broadcast, and of course, we must pray. And prayer we must, this very evening and always going forward. And I will pray in the language of heaven, because Chukwukika is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile Chukwukika bịa onye na-efewe n'aja aha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị na ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro. Iwe nye anyị ndụ ala nke dị n'uwe n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọ bụ naanị aka ike niile na ọ gbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị, nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee eziokwu mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe n'ikwuru anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbagba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna ihere bụ nke ndị dị etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na n'ụtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much and remain blessed. Remember, in this channel, we discuss about the people in the contraption called Nigeria. Every indigenous tribe in that contraption called Nigeria. It doesn't matter their religion, it doesn't matter where they belong. You might be Biafra, you might be Oduduwa, you might be from the Middle Belt, or even from the North. We are speaking up about the evil agenda of the Fulani Caliphate in that very contraption called Nigeria. We are not preaching hate speech. We are not talking down on anybody, neither are we preaching hate against anybody. But we are saying the truth, setting the record straight. All we are saying is live and let's live. And for those who say we will not live, they will not live either. Just like the Fulani Janjaweed have volunteered themselves being the single enemy and the oppressor we have in the contraption called Nigeria. It is clear and cannot be hidden. For the Biafrans, if you have not joined the 150 days prayer, please join. We are getting to the end of the prayer and a lot of things are going to be unveiled. A lot of things are already happening. The only way you can be consistent and overcome the problem that is about to come is when you are consistent in your prayer and working also. If you work hard and consistent, you will know the mindset of our student Mazen Nandekano and know a message that comes from him each time they tell you Mazen Nandekano said. If you are a prayerful one, you will hear even before he speaks. That is the way you can be consistent and you'll never be deceived and you'll never be distracted. It is important to pray. Pray so that Chukwukika will reveal to you what we need to do, whom to follow and where to follow. Already, Chukwukika have given us our Supreme Mazen Nandekano, who is our role model, because he has laid a strong foundation built on truth and consistency. That is what every Biafran is following. Every Biafran in all platforms, children, mothers, fathers, daughters, and brothers, this is what they are following. Everybody in the old Southeastern region. When I say Southeast, I mean the old Southeastern region, the present day South and the Southeast. This place is Biafra land, and they are all praying along with us. We must continue to pray and work. Continue to speak up about what is happening in the contraption called Nigeria. It is not well. More especially, the Biafrans are suffering a lot in the hand of the Janjaweed in that contraption called Nigeria. They have been killing us from onset. They killed us and killed us up to the extent of bringing a civil war, forcing us into a civil war. And they killed more than 5 million people. Today, they are still killing. We have lost much more today and still losing, still counting. What have we done? Biafran has not done anything wrong except for asking for that which is legitimate. self-determination. I will continue to say this because this self-determination is enshrined in the law of Nigeria. If you don't know, go and make research, you'll find out. Self-determination is allowed in their law. But because Biafrans is asking for self-determination, they are killing them on a daily basis. We are asking for referendum. Referendum. That is what we are asking for. Referendum. That is why they are killing us. Biafrans have never raised a hand on anybody. They have never killed any innocent person. Biafrans have never kidnapped nor collected ransom from anybody. All they do is to ask for a referendum, raising their flag alone. But each time they come out, they are being killed. Killed on different platforms, killed on different stages, killed different days. After several killing of Biafrans, time and again, Chuks revealed to us the strongest weapon we will use to fight against the enemy, which is the sit at home. And since then, the sit at home have been doing wonders. The sit at home have become a very strong tool in the hand of the Biafrans, in the hand of the members of IPOB, that the Janjaweed are afraid of. The Janjaweed and the political setup are afraid of this sit at home, the strongest weapon we have. These are the way every Biafrans is saying their opinion. In one voice, speaking in one voice. Once they say sit at home, every Biafran sits at home. Biafrans are one. We are not divided. Do not mind the propaganda that they are pushing. Do not mind people who are volunteering themselves to be an agent of darkness. We are not divided. Biafrans are speaking in one voice. 99.9% of Biafrans are singing one song. What is the song? Referendum. Self-determination for the Biafrans. That is what we want. And nothing less than that. That is why we must continue in the sit at home. The sit at home that we are doing willingly on our own every Monday, Tuesday, Friday, any other day you can add to it, add to it. Any other day you can add to it, but generally that Monday is sit at home. Until our Supreme Nnamdi is being released, we will continue to abide by that very sit at home. It is something that a price that we have to pay to make our own little contribution through that very civil disobedience to add to what Nnamdi is doing. Nnamdi have sacrificed so much for us that we cannot afford to let him down. Why don't we uphold this sit at home? Hold it strong to your own heart. Participate in it the greatest way you can participate. Tighten it up more if you can. You can see that is the only way we can speak up. We cannot come out to protest because if we do, they will kill us. And we don't want more people to be killed. We are trying as much as possible to make sure that more Biafrans are saved from death. That is why the sit at home is important. Sit at home to hear your opinion, to demand for the release of our Supreme Nnamdi because he is innocent. Remember, he was kidnapped from Kenya. In Kenya, he has not committed any crime in Kenya. He has not committed any crime in Kenya. He has not committed any crime in Kenya. And he went to travel to Kenya with his legal passport, which is British. He is a British citizen. British passport, not Nigerian passport. He is a Biafran British, not a Nigerian. They went to Kenya to kidnap him and sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition, a country that is not his. And today they are holding him. That is why those of us who are in occupation in the country we call Nigeria are asking for the immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they do. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released. Because they have no case against him. He is absolutely innocent. If you don't know, I want you to hear from his lawyer once again the tone of the case.
Actually, in the eyes of the law, that they accuse him of terrorism is not justification for what happened. He was abducted forcibly without due process of law. He entered Kenya on his British passport, not his Nigerian passport. Kenya was supposed to respect that passport more than it did. We don't have any evidence so far that Britain is complicit in anything, but we have quantum evidence that Kenya is complicit. There's not going to be any trial to monitor. That one is what is going to be tried in court first. The circumstances of his forcible return to Nigeria. He's presumed innocent until proven guilty. That's what the Constitution says. The federal government has not brought any new charges to encapsulate, to capture this terrorism and all these things, murder that you see them talking about in the press. Every people shall have the right to self-determination. Nnamdi Kanu is taking advantage of that law to express his wish for self-determination.
After hearing from the lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you can agree with me that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent and he deserves his freedom. He deserves to have his freedom. They have been killing Biafrans. Biafrans have no voice. Reason why we do not want to be part of this very contraption called Nigeria. You can see the same thing they are doing to Biafra. They have now transferred it to our brothers, the Ududua brothers. They are killing the Ududua brothers on daily basis. See what they did to Sunday Igboho's house. Exactly the same thing they did in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu house and killed 28 people. They replicated it in Ududua, in the house of Sunday Igboho, and killed 2 people. Luckily, Sunday Igboho escaped, and today he is in prison in Benin Republic. That is the situation. Nobody speaks up about what is good in the country called Nigeria. They came out to give Sunday Igboho, is it 20 billion? After a judge gave him 20 billion for invasion of his house. But the case of our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where 28 people were killed, nobody is mentioning it up to date, and nobody has been held accountable for that. That is the double standard. Even though they did that just to water down our brothers from Ududua land, to make sure that they water them down. But our brothers from Ududua land are wiser. They are wiser now. They can't dance to the tune of the Janjaweed. They can't afford to do that. And I thank God, thank Chuks that they are standing strong. May Chuks continue to strengthen them. You can see everything the Biafrans are doing are positive to make sure that every indigenous tribe in the country of Nigeria is being saved. Biafrans are not selfish people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never been selfish about the struggle. Each time he has been shouting, he is asking for the freedom of every indigenous tribe in the country of Nigeria. Some people misunderstood him because it is very difficult to carry along all this huge number of ethnic groups, about 400 plus in the country of Nigeria. It is not easy to carry them along. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came with the Biafrans, carried Biafrans along, and Biafrans followed him. Everybody were hearing and broadcasting. And today, every single soul in that country of Nigeria is awake. They know what is happening. All thanks to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with his message of unity. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done wonderful well to try to unite the whole southeastern region. That message of unity must continue. He has done a lot of work. But now you can see people trying to destroy the good work that our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done. That wonderful work that our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done, people are trying to destroy that work. But Chuks will not let them. Recently we woke up to see that the home of Joe Igbokwe is on fire. We saw that DSS in Nnewi is on fire. Nnewi was very, very hot. All thanks to Joe Igbokwe and his group. Joe Igbokwe came out. He came on Twitter to accuse IPOB of setting his home ablaze. After a few minutes, he went and deleted it. What does that tell you? That man is clueless and evil. Joe Igbokwe is part of every insecurity you are seeing in Anambra State today. Joe Igbokwe is part of the killing you are seeing in Anambra State today. Joe Igbokwe is one of those that are sponsoring it. Remember, Joe Igbokwe is one of the persons that have called for the head of our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for doing nothing wrong, only for asking for the freedom of Igbos. For the freedom of the Biafrans. That is the only crime Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has committed, and Joe Igbokwe has come out to speak openly, even boast that he will not be alive to allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. And all he has to do now is to continue to push all manner of propaganda up to the extent of sacrificing his own house. He said it, that he sacrificed his own house. He sacrificed his own house to make sure he demonized IPOB, to make sure he demonized the ESN. This is how far evil men can go. This is how far this evil man can go. Joe Igbokwe came out to accuse IPOB. He did the accusation. In a few minutes, he went and deleted the tweet. Why did he delete it? He knows that his accusation is not founded. He went and deleted it. And what he's singing, look at what he's saying. Look at what he's playing, that he has sacrificed his own house to make sure that Biafra doesn't come. He has boasted about it. He has spoken about it several times. And people seem to forget about these issues. But this is what is happening. Joe Igbokwe is part of the trouble and the killings that is happening in Anambra State. If there is anybody that has to be arrested, it is Joe Igbokwe. Joe Igbokwe have done a lot of havoc. He has now brought Nnewi to the front barrel to destroy Nnewi. He has used his Fulani colleagues to come and cause mayhem in Nnewi, using his own house as a sacrifice. This is what is playing out. They can only deceive the gullible, but they cannot deceive the Biafrans. Biafrans are smarter. Biafrans are very smart people. It doesn't matter what Joe Igbokwe said. We know who Joe Igbokwe is. He's an agent of the Fulanis. And he has said it by himself that he will do everything doable to make sure that Biafra doesn't come. He even swore that over his dead body. And his death is coming soon. Don't worry. The day he's going to die, don't come and say that IPOB killed him. Because he has sworn that he will not be alive to see Biafra. And Biafra must surely... Biafra is fast approaching. You can see, for him to be so mad, up to the extent of committing his own house, setting his own house on fire, with his DSS brothers and colleagues. This is what is happening. And they will turn around to blame IPOB. A game they have played over and over again. We know whom they are. We know what they are doing. We know their strategies. But it is so sad that some people are still not getting the message. They are still not getting the message. Some Biafrans are still dancing around as if what we are telling stories. It is not story. This is the fact. This is what is happening. This is a script that the government have played over and over again in issues in Nigeria. Instead of addressing important issues, they go after the people, demonize the movement, demonize the protests, make sure they cause havoc to make sure they give the bad name. That is the mission they have now in the southeastern part of Nigeria. They are trying everything possible to make sure they demonize IPOB so that the Biafrans will be against IPOB and they will now fight against IPOB. This is the agenda that the Janjaweed are pushing forward. To turn the Biafrans against the IPOB, to turn the indigenous people in that southeastern region, the old southern region, against IPOB. But it is too late. It doesn't matter the propaganda they push forward. Every single soul living on the planet Earth know that IPOB is a peaceful organization. Very peaceful. All they are asking is for referendum. Asking for exit from the country we call Nigeria, because Nigeria is an evil incarnate. It's not even a country. That is a company. A company that was built by British. Even British, when they were living, didn't leave anything behind. They took away everything that they had because they didn't believe in the contraption they are leaving behind. And today, somebody is holding on that contraption, subjugating every other indigenous tribe, making sure they do not strive or survive. This is why we are speaking on a daily basis and waking people up on what is happening. Today, you see Joe Igbokwe. He has upgraded. He has now upped his game. Joe Igbokwe, knowing fully well that Biafra is coming soon, he has upgraded his game up to the extent of sacrificing his own house. He said it in his own mouth that he has sacrificed his own house. That his own house is a sacrifice. He said it with his own mouth. That is how far Joe Igbokwe can go to make sure that Biafra doesn't come. It's a shame. Biafra will surely come. And for those of you who have said over your dead body, prepare for your death, because you will definitely die. It doesn't matter the propaganda you push, it cannot fly. Mazen Nande Kano, Almighty God, Chuks will continue to bless him and guide and protect him wherever he is, because of the unity he has created in the southeastern region. You can see they have come again with another propaganda. They have come with the division, divide and rule. They come with divide and rule. I saw an audio that is flying around, people sharing some useless audio that is not supposed to be listened to. An audio that a Biafran that is not supposed to listen to. People are sharing it. Even members of IPOB sharing an audio that a human being is not supposed to listen to. An audio that once you see it, you delete it because you know that this audio is a propaganda to cause confusion between us and our brothers. That is the only aim of that audio. An audio coming out to tell us that the people who are killing people in Anambra State are people from Abakaliki. They are people from Ebonyi State. That is arrant nonsense. It's madness. It is madness for somebody to make such audio shouting and telling us that people who are killing people in Anambra State are from Ebonyi State. You are a madman. Whoever made that video, you are a madman. This is what they did during the time of NSAS. In case you have forgotten, they did the same thing during the time of NSAS. They came and said that it was the Igbos that are burning houses in Lagos State. When it is obvious that it is the people in Lagos State that are carrying the operation because they do not know what is happening. The Lagos State people were doing what they were doing because they didn't know what was happening. They were calling for end to SARS. The government couldn't end SARS. They went and shot people and killed people. People out of annoyance went out and began to air their opinion. Why must you kill people? out of annoyance, begin to act. Then they turn around and begin to blame the Igbo, that it was the Igbos that are burning houses. They almost succeeded. If not for Wasupuli Nnamdi Kanu, who is blessed, he came online. He was broadcasting twice every day until that very information was doused down. Tinubu tried to use that to divide, to turn our Yoruba brothers against us. Tried to use that to turn our Yoruba brothers against us. But it didn't work. Now, they are coming with that same game in Anambra State, trying to turn Anambra against Ebonyi. The whole Southeastern region, old Southern region, we are one people. There's no divided. If we are dying together. If we are surviving together. There is no single person killing each other. If we are dying together. If we are living, we live together. Anybody circulating any stupid audio saying that somebody from Ebonyi State is doing something in not only Ebonyi State, from any other state, you are a madman. And such kind of narrative can never fly. You are a madman. It's a pure lie. A pure lie. Lying from the pit of hell. It's so sad that some people are still falling into this very trick. The government have used this trick time and time again. This is the very language they use to put the Biafrans the way they are. This is the very language, the very strategy they have used for a very long time to keep the Biafrans down. They push the propagandas, all manner of propagandas against the Biafran Igbos mainly. They push propagandas against the Biafran Igbos. People begin to be afraid of Biafran Igbos for no just cause, for no reason. People begin to be scared of Biafran Igbos. People begin to be uncomfortable around them for no just cause, all because of the propaganda they were using their media to push. All manner of propaganda. Today, they have come again. The same strategy. Why is it that people, it's so hard for you to know this strategy when it's coming? Why is it so hard for we, the Biafrans, more especially, we that are facing the most difficult problem? Why is it that we cannot be able to dictate this problem when they're bringing it? The same strategy. You see the unknown gunmen. You heard about the unknown soldier. Unknown has always been the handiwork of the government. No one else but government. When you hear about hoodlums, it has always been government. You saw them on video. It has played out in Abuja. Happened in Owerri. Happened at Lagos, in Lagos State. Why is it that you people are still buying into this very propaganda? Cheap propaganda that we already know the answer. But they will not succeed. This time around, they will never succeed. The Oduduwans and the Biafrans are united. Chukwu Okikabiyama have brought them together and nothing can put us aside. You want to talk about the Southeastern region, the old Southeastern region, Southeast and South. They are one. They now realize that they are brothers. And nobody can turn us against each other. Nobody can turn us against each other. It doesn't matter the people you plant among us. It doesn't matter the propaganda you bring. We are one people. The only thing that matters to us is the freedom of Biafra. That is what matters to us. The only thing that matters to us is our freedom. And we are not begging you. We are going to take our freedom by all means possible. What we are as a referendum. But if you reject referendum, any other means possible, we are going to use it to take our freedom. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you do. We must continue. Because our Supreme Nnamdi Kanu have gotten an order from Chukwu Okikabiyama. Chukwu Okikabiyama gave him the assignment to redeem the people. And we are ready to be redeemed. Everybody in the old Southeastern region, we are ready to go back home. Go back home and have our life. No inch of Biafra land will be taken by any Janjaweed. None will be taken. And for Supreme Nnamdi Kanu, he will be released unconditionally. We are not begging anybody to release him. Nnamdi Kanu must be released unconditionally. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter what anybody does. It doesn't matter how you try to play your game. He must be released. And when he's going to come out, it's going to shock all of you. Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out in a very marvelous way. It's going to shock you when you don't expect it. Very, very soon. Very, very soon. Your propaganda will not fly. You want to talk about election? Anambra State, there will be no election. It doesn't matter the propaganda you push around. Whatever is happening there now has been happening. Continue to blackmail yourself, blackmail IPOB and blackmail ESN. Whatever blackmail you are bringing, it is to our own advantage. Whatever blackmail you are bringing now is to our own advantage because the world knows the truth. They know the truth. You have been coming with it for a very long time. You cannot succeed now. You have not succeeded in the past and you cannot succeed now. We will continue to move on until Biafra comes. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what they do. I will urge every Biafran to continue to follow earnestly. Continue to contribute your own quota, more especially in the seat at home. That is where we can save a lot of people. Keep yourself away from anything that has to do with the election in Anambra State if you're a Biafran. Stay away. Any flyer that has to do with any political party, it doesn't matter the party, it doesn't matter where they're coming from, it doesn't matter where their anchor, it doesn't matter who is in charge. So long as it's a political party, stay away from it. Any emblem that has to do with political party, if they give you their car, don't drive it. Their motorbike, don't drive it. Their houses, don't stay in it. If they come to your shop with their banner, take it away. In your home, don't give them your house. That is the only way to stay alive as it stands now. They want to kill as many people as possible. They want to kill as many people as possible. We are trying as much as possible to save as many people as we can save for those who want to be alive. For those who want to die, go ahead and join the politicians. The politicians are already sacrificing themselves. They are going to kill many of them are going to die. Many of them, out of their wickedness, they are going to take themselves out. And we are here watching. And we will move into Biafra. Many Biafrans will be alive to walk into Biafra. And to stay alive and enjoy Biafra, follow all the instructions that is being given. Join the sit at home that is being conducted every Monday. Join the sit at home. Every other day that is being mentioned as sit at home, join it. Join it. And again, stay away from anything that has to do with the politics. Any political party, do not take anything from them. No emblem, nothing. If you associate yourself from these things, you will live long and you walk into Biafra victorious. But if you don't, you have yourself to blame. Remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has given us every tool and equipment that we need to succeed and be alive. If you want to throw your own away, go ahead and throw it away. You will regret at last. Listen to the messages of our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has left enough messages for us to keep us awake and keep us strong. That is why I have to play one of his messages again, so that you can be awake and be strong. Let us listen to our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, His Excellency.
Self-defense is a constitutional right. Self-determination is not a crime, but a right under the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and customary international law. Therefore, I make no apologies for pursuing Biafra relentlessly and determinedly. It can never stop. Those who underestimate our resolve do so at their own peril. As I've said before, we are not alive, we are dead already. When you see men, you will understand how determined we are. But there is one thing we have resolved to do. From today onwards, the death of every Biafran will be avenged. If you kill a Biafran, you will be killed. No matter who you are, we will keep pursuing you until you die. You have no peace and you have no rest. I'm saying it on video that the whole world may understand. In 1966, the world kept quiet as Biafrans were slaughtered in their numbers, 300,000 in the north. 67 to 70, over 3.5 million people were killed. Nobody stood trial for it. Rwanda lost less than 100,000 people. ICC and international courts were convened to try those who were responsible, or should I say, those who were culpable. The same thing in Liberia. But because you killed us between 66 and 1970 and nothing happened, and from 1945 to 1966 and nothing happened, that was the reason, or should I say, that is the reason why the Fulanis will keep coming to kill us on a daily basis. Right now, from this day onwards, if you kill us, we are going to...
After watching the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I must tell you, he is my source of energy. He is my source of strength. I love him so much. He is doing a wonderful work for you and I. He has done a lot, and we have to do the same for him. That is why anything that will make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be out, continue to do that. Add your own quota from all angles, from all corners, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be free. Thank you so much wherever you are watching from. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to bless us Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to protect us Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama give us Mazi Nnamdi Kanu good health, long life and prosperity, and bring him back to us sooner, very, very soon. I believe that he's going to come out soon, sooner than we expect. He's coming out. Thank you so much for watching, and remain blessed. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.